ocean has always been a part of my life. Growing up, I used to play a little bit with photography, but not until, 8 years ago when my wife brought that picture home of a shorebreak wave that somebody took. And I said, honey, why did you buy that picture? I can go out there and I can take a picture better than that picture. So I started shooting with this small camera, point and shoot, one frame at a time. I shared the images that I was getting with my family and they were like, wow, that's cool, that's different. So after a month or two, I decided to get a real camera. My wife was very worried when I told her I was gonna become a professional photographer, or just a photographer that tried to be a professional photographer. Long story short, I pulled the trigger, I resigned, and it was the best thing I ever did. It's almost like it goes quiet. I mean, the wave is huge, everything's big, but you're just up there with your hand up. There's so much power. It's definitely a little bit scary. At the same time, it's exciting because you're like, oh my gosh, this thing's gonna be perfect. So it's breaking over and you're in there and you're holding as many frames as you can, and then boom, it explodes and you try to sneak out the back, but sometimes you get sucked over the falls, and it's just radical. I love it. Usually I shoot with a wide angle lens. This is a 10.5 fisheye. Here's the new D750, compact, shutter speed's quick. I was out by myself in shorebreak, capturing the art of shorebreak waves. Just these places that people weren't really getting into. They were chasing that cover shot in all the popular places, and I kept finding places where no one was out. Nobody wanted to be because it was too big.
Years ago when I was teaching photography, you always try and teach the student how to see and how to feel. And here it ends up my own son just naturally picking that up.
You gotta be in shape, you gotta be able to hold your breath. You need to know how to move out of the way in a split second without having your head taken off. But for me, I wanna be out there. I want that thing to come right in front of my face. I mean, that's what I live for, getting that shot. I don't mind getting pounded.